We're live, apparently. Are we live?
Are we live? Can someone confirm
Hello.
that we're live? Hello. Hi, everybody. How's it going today? How's your whatever day of the week it is? Is it Thursday? It's Wednesday. That's fun. How are we doing today? Yes. Hi. One person.
There we go.
Kyle or Kylie. I'm not entirely sure. How is everybody today? I hope you're well. We just released a new song and music video, so we thought we'd celebrate right here on the Fearless Live thing.
We're gonna go right here on a hotel bed.
Yeah, right. So glam. Oh yeah, we're definitely live now. How's it going? So thank you for the already overwhelming response to a song and a video that's talking about some pretty sensitive stuff.
This is moving so fast.
It is,
I
yeah.
can't keep up
There's
with all
many
the
comments now. So thank you for the already very overwhelming response. If you haven't seen the music video just yet, it's right here on this very channel. So feel free to check that out. How long are we hanging out here for?
A bit. Until we get picked up to go to Warped Tour, so...
Yeah, that starts tomorrow, but kind of today. We need to get there and figure things out, all that fun stuff, and hang out with our friends.
Yeah, we're excited to be playing The Stigma all summer.
Mm-hmm.
We've had 2 days in LA rehearsing for Warped Tour, so we're excited to play some more stuff from the Great Depression.
Yeah, and if anybody's seeing us in Pomona tomorrow, that's the first time we're ever going to play that song live. So it's very exciting indeed.
Yeah. Should we?
So many comments.
So many.
Good.
Yes, we are excited to see you at our respective TEI classes too.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be incredible.
Is the megaphone going to be a thing throughout the record? Well, not that exact megaphone because it's absolutely fucked now. It is.
Yeah, that's
broken.
That took a bit of a beating. That's it. At least 3 pieces.
So yeah, we might have to get a new one. But yeah, we like using the megaphone.
I really like using the megaphone. It's really fun.
Are you doing some kind of like internet inception thing here?
Super meta, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's get in to some questions. What is the megaphone symbolic of?
Loud noises.
Yeah, I think it's just that thing that we feel like we need to say all these things, and I think a megaphone just kind of hits that home a lot more than an SM58.
Yes, and we've been teasing the fact that nobody's listening for a little while, and everyone will fully understand what that means. But that's, I suppose, symbolic of that.
Okay.
You're
gonna put your phone down. Here we go.
No, it's just 30 minutes of me looking at my phone.
Wounded World or Stigma? I mean, you got to go with the new.
Both.
Yes, we are playing Stigma at Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Over there. What have we got? I can't read. What track off the album?
I
can't read. What track off the album are you most excited for people to hear?
Either the Reaper featuring Aaron Gillespie, or The End.
Or The End.
The closer to the record is.
Or the opening track of the record.
Title track.
All of the songs.
All the songs, really.
Yeah.
It's a cool record. I'm really stoked about it, actually. That's
cool. Here we go.
So many comments.
Oh my god. We're going to be playing The Stigma in November. We will probably be playing
a lot of that record.
The majority, if not all of that record.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that when we're doing that UK tour and Europe tour, that record will have been out for over 2 months?
Yeah, like 3 months.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. Over 3 months, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wild. That's coming up fast.
We're being asked what kind of eyeliner. Would people be would people be into like some kind of a makeup? Would be terrible at makeup tutorial.
Yeah, I'd be down. I think I use a NYX one because my sister Rachel said it was cruelty free. But
I've always wondered whether you say NYX or NYX.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Please confirm in the comments because I have no idea. What inspired the video of Boys Don't Cry?
That's a really good question. It's obviously kind of materializing all the bullshit words that get thrown at, both men and women. I mean, the majority of that song is talking about toxic masculinity, but that song is much broader than just one gender or even binary genders. It's just about gender expectation, and it's about being told to man up and living in the very frustrating world we live in, where a certain man is president who embodies so many things that I think are just not what being a good man, a good person is about. And yeah, we have our drill sergeant, a very Full Metal Jacket style man, very militantly kind of teaching us how to be men in this very archaic kind of fashion. And us eventually kind of rebelling, revolting, and choosing to be ourselves over choosing what this authoritative person or what society tells us to be. That's what that song's about.
Yeah. Did you guys actually drown Ben?
Yes.
It was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the it's one of those conspiracy theories that Ben actually died in that music video, and this is a replacement Ben.
Didn't survive.
This is Avril Lavigne, who's now playing guitar on Warped Tour for us.
Foley being confused was the best part of the video.
Where is
There's just that shot of him where he's like, I think he was supposed to look scared, so if he looks confused, maybe he's not getting an Oscar.
He's the only one of us who took drama as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
in school.
I mean, with the acting, that was obviously the first time. Well, you've acted in videos before.
Yeah, sort of.
I think this was the first time I've especially had to act in a video.
Yeah, you spat it, the drill sergeant.
Yeah, that was just improv, you know. I'm like The Office, you know, bit of improv here and there. Call me Steve Carell.
Michael Scott here.
Yeah. It's like hard to read a sentence.
It is, isn't it? Can you like?
Oh, can we? Have we?
You can kind of stop it.
Okay, there we go. Perfect.
If you want to, yeah.
We remember a lot of things from our Polish shows.
Yeah, we remember the ignition and the bus freezing. We were stuck there because it was like 20 below, and we were just stuck in either Poznan or Warsaw for 4 hours. I mean, we slept, but that's what happened. Our bus driver had to thaw the ignition with a hairdryer.
That's the weirdest comment I've ever read in my life.
What's that?
I want to come to your house and drink bleach in front of you. Don't do that. And also don't come to my house, please.
That's
creepy.
No to everything about that, please.
Here we go. Do you like touring? Do you know what? Even though we went on tour a while ago, it still feels like we haven't been on tour.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be out. Got a lot of shows coming up.
Yeah. If I'm ever sick of touring, I'll come home for a week and get so bored. I'm like, I miss tour. So yeah, I love touring. I miss it all the time.
Ben Drowned is a creepypasta. I do look a bit spaghetti head. Yeah. What's the heaviest song on the album? That's an interesting question.
That is an interesting question. This has some of the heavier moments on the record.
That riff in the bridge. I feel like The Reaper is the most consistently heavy songs, but like there are just moments in each of them.
You know, The Fire the Dark might be
that's
the heaviest
true.
song.
Yeah, The Fire the Dark.
That has elements that almost sound like old school Metallica. It's like just a big riff. And it's probably the most consistently dirty vocals for me.
Yeah.
And then I worked hard on that one.
Screaming Salvation has that riff at the end.
Oh yeah, that's a banger.
There are some riffs dotted throughout the record. Don't you worry. What was your inspiration to split the album into 4 acts, parts, phases? There are slashes in between those last words.
It was an initial idea that we knew we were writing a concept record. We knew we wanted it being a lot more theatrical, and separating it into acts was something that greatly appealed to us. And the idea to separate it into the 5 stages of grief was an idea.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
yeah.
5.
Yeah,
but yeah, depression is the whole record. So the 4 remaining stages of grief: anger, denial, bargaining, acceptance. And it was just a way to kind of solidify the story arc of the record. And yeah, it does actually pretty strictly stick to those. But the idea that I just love that the double vinyl is going to be, you have to flip
each side is each act. So that's why we did a double vinyl, because I think that's going to be sick. Side of Warped Tour, yes.
Yeah.
Eyes peeled.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Warped Tour is our only US tour of this year, though.
Yeah, so if you want to see us this year,
You have to
come to Warped Tour. And a lot
which
of those,
is selling out.
It is selling out. It's going to be a big year, so
It is.
come down.
With a lot of cool friends there.
There we go. Here we go. Stop.
Are there any acoustic songs? There are.
Not in a traditional sense.
Not strictly acoustic songs. There's
They're
a ballad and a half, I think, on the record. Yeah, the question, the answer is pretty driven by acoustic guitar and other elements. So yeah, I think it's safe to say there's ballads.
What was the meaning behind the tie scene with Ali? Ali's never been able to tie a tie. No, that's not true. But I think it's just one of those like really trivial, menial tasks that I think as a male just kind of expected to know. And it was just one of the ones that obviously it's not a big thing, but like you kind of have to put those small things in to realize like the big picture. So something as trivial as like being able to tie a tie,
which I can't do.
No, I have to tie your ties for you
for every photo shoot. But that's fine.
We have a very loving relationship.
Yes.
Can I bring gifts to you on Warped Tour?
Oh my gosh,
yes,
please.
You can.
Gifts or gifts?
Either.
Bring all the memes.
Justice for Ali and Foley. I'm sorry they're not here.
Who knows where they are?
I don't actually know where Foley is.
Which is every day.
Is a constant source of contention. How did you guys get Aaron Gillespie?
Well, with Under Oath being on Fearless now, that's I guess where the idea came from. With all these kind of things, you always ask, if not expecting to hear a no, you're ready for it. You kind of go, if you don't ask, it's not going to happen. So we weren't necessarily expecting a yes, and we're very humbled when Aaron did agree to collaborate on the record. And writing The Reaper and writing his section with him in mind, I think makes that song so great, and that feature, his delivery is incredible, and I can't wait for you to hear it.
I think like as well, we've never really had on a record like a guest singer.
We never have, no.
And I think we really wanted to get someone from that era that this record was so inspired by. Mm-hmm. It really turned out, and it's going to be incredible.
It is. It is indeed.
Was it hard writing an album tackling these issues? It was like it was hard, but I think we always like to challenge ourselves to like write lyrics in a different way each record, and doing it in such a strongly conceptual and like story based lyric writing was it was fun, but it was challenging. We were outside our comfort zone.
Yeah. And I guess when you do honestly care about these things, and when they are truly like on your mind, then you are inspired by those things and they mean something to you. So writing the words comes easily. It's just about phrasing and, doing justice to the topics that you're writing about. Caring and being sensitive to the subject matter is really important. But, these are things that like do honestly mean a lot to us. This isn't us just kind of pandering. This is like, we truly do care about these messages, these statements. And so for that reason, it wasn't as challenging as I suppose it could have been.
Yeah. Song you're most proud of on the Great Depression?
That's a really good question. Huh.
I feel like for me, there's a song called The Haunting, and that was definitely me. It had been a while since I'd written lyrics or melodies or a song without Patty, and I kind of just took myself away to write that. And yeah, the result, I didn't really expect it to make the record, but everyone seemed to really love it. So I'm particularly proud of that.
Yeah, that's a cool song. The End is one I'm so proud of.
Drama.
I'm really proud of The Wounded World, actually. I think it gets overlooked because it's a single.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be proud of like the singles or something, but that is a really
that's kind of why
song.
You put them out. How many singles will be released before the record.
This might be the last one.
There's maybe one more, but that will be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this will be the last video before the record. So yeah, I'm sorry you have to wait so long for the record. It's quite a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone just asked, just our favorite song, just in general. There's no one in the world that can narrow it down to one song. Oh my God. Where did you film the new music video? Now, this is actually quite interesting.
Yeah. Was this in Oxfordshire?
It was in Oxfordshire. It's like an old abandoned Jewish college. We filmed Boys Don't Cry and sorry, I need to start calling it The Stigma.
The Stigma, Boys Don't Cry.
The Stigma, Boys Don't Cry, and The Wounded World on the same location in 2 days.
We actually filmed The Stigma first.
We did. Yeah.
Which is funny because The Wounded World has obviously been out for a month or two now.
So we filmed The Stigma in the actual college, which was really creepy. And we went upstairs and had a look around, and there were like Thames Valley police kind of do not cross lines, and it was really eerie. The school just got shut down in like '99. And then in the grounds there was this art gallery, which is where we filmed The Wounded World, and it had the amphitheater bit.
Yeah,
people are gonna make fun of me for how I say that word. That's fine. There's like a synagogue on campus.
Yeah.
It's a massive place.
It was such a bizarre and beautiful location,
and it just felt really good to have such a vast place to set the kind of Great Depression world.
Yeah.
And have it be consistent. So yeah. Oh dear.
Is Boys Don't Cry inspired by the Cure song Boys Don't Cry? Kind of, yeah. I mean, they're like godfathers of emo, aren't they? Between them and the Smiths, and I love that song. That song and Friday I'm in Love are like two of the best pop emo rock songs ever written. So
yeah, and I don't think
it has nothing. It kind of has nothing to do with.
It's nothing to do with that, but I don't think no one has tried to tackle it in since really.
It's inspired by The Cure in the sense that I really like The Cure, but even that song specifically.
How was the writing process different? I didn't get to read the rest of it.
I mean,
from Never Happy to The Great Depression.
I
mean, that's so different.
So different. Never Happy. We would all write in a room together, for better or for worse, and it was just kind of if it wasn't a creative day, you were just in that room, and it was really tough. And if it was a great day, then you wrote a great song that day, and that's cool. And then in OK, it was a bit of both.
Yeah.
And with this record, it was like a lot of so you and I actually wrote a lot of these songs together.
Yep.
The Two Tongues, it was Yumi and Ali. There were a few things I wrote on my own and brought into the studio, but we spent 2 weeks in pre-production with our producer Sheen in Texas, and that was when every song was, if not rewritten, reimagined in a way that goes, okay, like we're actually playing these instruments. This isn't just something we wrote in Logic and we're going to play it like that, because it doesn't feel the same. You come out of the studio, you don't entirely remember how to play the song. And it's so cool being, coming out of the studio going, we know how to play these songs.
I think they become immediately better live songs as well, rather than just record songs.
You play it with that perspective in mind, and it's just, you write it there's just a difference, and I think it kind of shows with this record. It's pretty cool.
Main influences for this album. I mean, musically, I feel like early 2000s, the British post-hardcore scene and those kind of bands definitely played a lot into the sound of the record. But it's such a vast array. I think we let so many different things that we write that had never kind of nice, sweet things, and we'd never kind of allowed that into As It Is yet.
Right.
And they're, whilst there's a lot of the record that is heavy, there are moments that are not.
Exactly.
So
yeah, we're really fortunate to be a band, like an international band in the 2010s, because there were a lot of great British pop punk and post-hardcore bands that didn't get international recognition. Bands like Funeral for a Friend and 100 Reasons and Hell is for Heroes, even Biffy Clyro. And those are bands that are certainly worth checking out, but bands that very, very immensely inspired this record. And us, years and years ago, too. I mean, I don't think we'd be where we are now without those bands. So yeah.
Whoa, hi guys. Should I check your music? I mean, honestly, I don't know why you're watching
If you've
this.
come this far, if you
don't know who we are.
If you're in the chat, you might as well.
Yeah. Answer that. What's your favorite state to play in? Oh, you're going to cause some arguments here. It's always hard to narrow down like your favorite place to play.
Massachusetts and New Jersey are two of my favorites.
Yeah.
My back hurts.
Your back hurts. Okay. Yeah. I love Chicago. I like playing in Chicago. I love just being in the like Pacific Northwest. I love Seattle and Portland.
Yeah.
Like if I do you know what? You've started something now. Oh. If I was gonna like move to the States, I reckon those would be like my favorite areas.
Definitely.
What's the significance of the woman at the end of the video?
The significance of that kind of twist in the narrative is that the song is, of course, called Boys Don't Cry, but it's not just about toxic masculinity. It's about toxic femininity, and it's about gender expectations and gender norms, and it's not just about men. It's not just about boys. It's about rejecting gender convention and choosing to be yourself over that.
It's only essentially Boys Don't Cry because it is written
by boys.
By boys.
Mm-hmm.
By these two emo boys.
Yeah.
Did Foley get the thimbles and tea? Does Foley do sewing now?
I have no idea.
Does he need thimbles?
I don't know what that means.
Will you do a hair tutorial? My hair tutorial is I get up and maybe run a brush through it. That's about it. You take a bit longer.
Yeah, I don't really do all that much to it anymore.
You kind of just go like that,
just kind of
and then
attack it with
your
my
hair
hand.
is your hair.
Yeah.
Hello to Brazil. There we go. I've been asked to say hello.
God, I'd love to come to Brazil one day. That'd be incredible.
Yep, one day. Would you let? I can brush my own hair. Thank you. Favorite tea flavors? We like a lot of tea.
Yeah,
like herbal teas. I can't live without lemon and ginger tea personally.
So
I have that when I'm at home. I have that every night.
I drink that on stage every day out of a water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you first meet? We first met at on the first day of university
in 2010.
He had a backpack with badges on and patches on.
I think you were wearing a Paramore shirt,
probably. And you had like Fall Out Boy patches, and I was like, and everyone else wasn't like us.
Exactly.
So I went, this guy looks cool. I'm going to latch onto him for the rest of my life and ride his coattails to success.
Let's take over the scene together.
Yeah. How are you going to deal with wearing heavy black clothes on Warped Tour?
Probably
not very well, but I mean, yeah. Come watch and find out. Recommend a new Netflix binge series. I'm big into like true crime things. Before I came out here to LA, I binged The Staircase.
I'm on episode 3 of that.
Mate, it's sick. I thought, just push past the first episode because it's like, it's slow, but in like the best way.
Super slow, yeah. Episode 2 was a total 180. It was crazy.
Yeah. So I've been watching that. We both binged Wild Wild Country.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was so good though.
And then what was the other one?
Evil Genius.
Evil Genius
was strange.
Yeah. Which I didn't realize that that Jesse Eisenberg film that I'm in.
All of them.
With that called like 30 Minutes or Less.
Yes.
That's what that's based on.
Oh, no way. Didn't know that.
No, I started that film and turned it off because I got bored. But
sure.
now I might try and rewatch it. Can I bring you guys lemon and ginger tea on Warped? Yes, you can if you
That would
so
be
choose
great.
to.
That'd be the best.
Oh my god, they're moving so fast again. That's the top 10 influences vocally. I mean, we can answer a few. 10.
Justin Pierre from Motion City soundtrack's a big one. Daryl Palumbo from Glassjaw is actually a big one on this record.
Yeah, Fred from Taking Back Sunday. Not in Taking Back Sunday anymore, but that was kind of when I got into them. He was kind of why I wanted to do what I do and have the position in the band that I do.
Anthony Green.
Yeah, love his new. Have you listened to his new record?
Not yet.
You'd really like it.
Yeah, I bet I would.
Yeah. And
Foley
is a big vocal inspiration.
Alex Adam.
Just Matt Roskilly.
Yeah. All of them.
Okay. What song was the hardest to write and took the longest? Actually, you only said this the other day.
Yeah.
One of the first riffs that was written for the record.
Yeah.
Was actually like the last songs to be finished.
Yeah. It's a song called The Handwritten Letter. And the idea of the Great Depression kind of came to us, and that was the first riff going, okay, like this is the style we want to embrace. This is the era we want to embrace. Let's write something in homage to that. And the riff for The Handwritten Letter came about. And I loved it so much I never finished it, because it was like, if you never finish a great idea, it always has infinite potential. So I couldn't like bring myself to like
it went through so many
solidify
changes.
it.
We couldn't decide what was best for that riff.
Yeah.
Give Foley a solo on the next record. Funnily enough, he technically sings. He does a scream on the first track.
Yeah.
He
does the closest thing to a drum solo on this record as well that he's kind of ever done. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
But yeah, he has some vocals and some backings. Hasn't got a solo yet. We're getting that.
Yeah.
We tried him having a mic on that acoustic tour, and yeah, that was fun. But he needs to use it more. How do you like to relax when you're on tour? You just go off for like hours and play Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go and reading are like my things. Yeah.
How do I relax? I don't really.
Tweet.
Yeah. Sit and get annoyed on the internet. Yeah. The other band someone should see at Warped Tour besides you. I mean, if we're playing, you shouldn't go and see anyone else. But if we're not playing, I realize they're on longer than I thought they were. I'm really excited to go and watch like The Used every day for as long as I can.
How many days are they on?
Quite a bit, a good few weeks.
Yeah, I just assumed they'd be on like 3.
Yeah,
dude, I love that. That'd be incredible. Bert's actually a vocalist. That hugely inspired me.
His switches from cleans to
dirties. He's incredible. Mayday Parade are going to be there.
Yes, I will be.
They inspired us a lot growing up.
I love the new record.
It's good, huh?
I'm a big fan. I don't know where my setting spray is. I can't remember what it is. I bought it before I left, and I never bought it before because I never thought I'd need any. So, what spray do you guys wear? You all smell so nice. He's Davidoff Cool Water. It's been my scent for a while.
Yeah, I used Vanillary from Lush for a long time, but that's really expensive, and I don't have any more of it.
Yeah.
So,
are you married? I am actually married. Yes.
Real life.
That sounded sarcastic, but it's not. Again, to my microwave because that's dangerous.
No thanks.
advocating safety for microwaves.
Where can I buy your merch? We have a merch store, and we have merch on Warped Tour every day.
Yeah, we're actually going to be launching a new merch store very soon for the UK and Europe. So eyes
Exciting.
peeled for that.
Peel your eyes, everyone.
But the US, it's asitis.merchnow.com, I think. Are you both married? Yes, to each other.
Yes.
Someone asked, any good names for a band? Now, we're called As It Is, so obviously we don't have any good band name suggestions. Yeah. Ali is the good band name creator.
Yep.
So if you ever see Ali at a show, ask him to pick you out a band name and he will do an incredible job. You won't be disappointed. Trust.
God, remembering some of them. They're not,
yeah,
they're
we
not good.
can't. Well, they're not appropriate to
They're
say.
not.
How did you guys come up with the name As It Is? Do you know what? This is a question we don't actually get asked a lot, and it's a question I wish we were asked
Yeah.
because it makes us sound cooler than we are.
There's a hardcore band called Have Heart. They were around for a long time. And they were great. They have a song called Life Is Hard Enough, and the song ends with the lyric "Life is hard enough as it is." And we kind of came out of like a punk and hardcore scene, so we picked a punk and hardcore band name and played pop punk songs instead. So.
Yeah. Where are we? Will you release the Warped merch in the UK? Some of it might be on the headline tour, maybe. How do I convince my parents to let me come to your show? Well, I'm dead and need a life _ dear Mrs. and Mr. I'm dead and need a life _ we are very good boys, and you should let
That
your child I don't know
okay,
yeah, your child come and see us, because do you know what, parents, we get very good reviews from parents.
We do.
Parents love our set. So tell them there, high approval rating from the mums and dads. Can you say good night?
Good night.
There we go.
I wish I was sleeping. I don't know. It's actually really fun.
Who is your favorite band to watch live?
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
Story of the Year have been one of my favorite live bands for a very long time.
Yeah.
I used to love watching The Chariot. Saw them 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Any chance I get to go and see Taking Back Sunday,
mm-hmm.
I love. Yeah.
Bands that break things. I'm all about that.
Someone's dad says that you swear too much on stage.
That's true, actually. I do.
We don't swear that much on records.
No.
But on stage, we do for some reason.
That's why if we ever get to a point where we do like a lot of radio or TV interviews, I'm going to be so scared that I'm going to slip up and swear.
Yes, we stand Chapel.
Oh.